buy sell ads. This is an intermediate buy. Here, look at this. Okay, they list what's hot categories, featured categories, and there's all these other categories here. Okay. Now, again, like I said, you can promote anything. You can promote this particular approach works really well. If some of you guys are into like CPA offers, if you're promoting CPA offers, if you're promoting something that has to do with iPhone, right? Type it in here. Look at that, 116 million monthly impressions, right? 100 million monthly impressions, 43 million monthly impressions. Okay, 12 million. These are just individual sites. All right, individual sites. 27 million monthly impressions. Okay. So if I wanted to target these guys, let's say if I wanted to look at this is $3 per 1,000 impressions. Okay, 75. This is for mobile. Okay, 75 cents per 1,000 impressions. Now, what I would like to do here's how I approach this. Okay, I'll give you guys a lot of really good tips because this can get a little complicated. This can get a little confusing for some folks. Okay, and especially if you have never done this before, it might look overwhelming, right? But don't worry, Biggs got your back. Guys, I've been doing this for a little bit, so I'll tell you what to focus on first. Now, there's different types of banners, right? There's 728 by 90. And if you have questions like, where do I create banners? Where do I do that? Don't worry, I'm going to explain that to you, okay? Just kind of sit back and just try to absorb this. I know it's going to get a little deep here, but just try to relax and don't panic. Right? Check this out. This particular site, okay, what I'd like to do is, first I'm going to take this, see 9to5mac.com, okay, I'm going to go to good old alexa.com, 9to5mac.com. Check this out, this site is ranked in the top 5,000, okay, global. Now, if you look at Alexa just made it so you need to have an account with them to see all the previous, I think, stats. I assume. But just looking at this graph, going back to 2012, it's been pretty steady. Okay, so it's not like all of a sudden they just launched and they just had a big launch and you don't really know what it's going to do. This site has been around for a while and it's been steady tracking. Okay, see in the top 5,000 here, between 5 and 10,000 it's going to jump, maybe 5 and 15,000, which is nice. Okay, now I come back here and take a look. $4 per 1,000 impressions. That means that this banner right here, 728 by 90, we can actually go to the site. Okay, check this out. Click on it. It's going to take us to the site. Okay, this is what the site looks like. Now, let's take a look at what they got. There's a banner. Okay. So, leaderboard, top center. Okay, 728 by 90. And I wonder. I bet this is probably this one right here. Okay, 728 by 90. I bet it's this one right here. So, couple tips. Number one, if you can buy a banner that's above the fold. Okay, what do I mean by above the fold? Above the fold is when you open a site and what your eye sees before scrolling down is above the fold. Now this area is above the fold. When I scroll down, this stuff is below the fold because I have to scroll for it. Okay? So, tip number one. Okay? Always try to buy banners above the fold if you get started. So this particular banner here on this site, it would be, if I can actually tap into 18 million impressions per month. $4 per 1,000. Okay? You get my little calculator. Because I like to work with calculators. Here's what I look at. Okay, so it's going to cost me $4. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to negotiate this down. My first thing, what I'd like to do is I'd like to negotiate this down to $2 per per thousand if I can, or less. Okay? And the way I'm going to do that is this. I'm going to approach this network, okay, or I'm going to approach this agency. I'm going to say, hey, look, you got to keep in mind, agencies, they also have, they also profit from this as well. Okay? And guys, it looks like just my comments just disappeared. I don't know if it disappeared for you or not. Paul, if you can Skype me, man, or text me or something, let me know. If the comments, maybe if we need to get Jared on it or something, let him know. We might have some server issues because of the number of people. But here's $4 per 1,000 impressions. Okay, so if I buy 100,000 impressions, okay, that would be 100 times 4. Okay, $4. Even if I did not negotiate, that would cost me $400 to get 100,000 impressions. Okay, $400. Now, here's how I do my math. Okay, here's how I do my thing here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'll make it bigger. Hopefully you guys can see this. So let's say if I wanted to buy 100,000 impressions. That would cost me, without negotiations, $400. Okay? I want to negotiate it down to $200 if possible. Okay? And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to approach this agency. I'm going to say, hey, look, I have a big budget. I have deep pockets. Okay? But I'd like to run a test with you. This particular, I mean, there's 18 million impressions available in inventory per month. Okay. Obviously, for me to get all that would be a lot of money. But I'm gonna say, hey, if I can make this work, okay, I'm gonna give you a lot of money. That's my approach. Okay. And I'm gonna try to negotiate it down to $200 because there is also there is a profit that the agency has on top. Okay, so there's a markup. That's my goal. Here's something else. Okay, so if I'm going to promote an offer, okay, I get 100,000 impressions. Generally, what I see on average, okay, if you target your stuff correctly, which I'm going to show you how to do. Okay, give you guys some really good insights how to target your banners correctly. Okay. What usually will happen is this is on the low average side. Okay, I'd rather be conservative. Is there is a 0.5%, so there's a 0.5% click-through rate. Okay, CTR, click-through rate. So if I have 5%, or 0.5% click-through rate, I will have, what is that? I'm terrible at math. Gotta use my calculator. We'll get 100,000 impressions. Okay, 100,000 times 0.005. Right? 0.5%. That would mean 500 clicks. Okay. Is this right? 0.5%? Times 0.005. I think that's 0.5%. Yep, 500. Yep. Okay, 500 clicks. Now check this out. If I get that, okay, and I spend $400 to get 500 clicks, that is not very hot. Okay, this would be an example to where I would either need to negotiate it down, okay, or I'm not going to go for this offer, okay, because this is a little bit too much. I want my click to cost under $1. You guys with me? If I can get a click for 60 or 80 cents per click, okay, of targeted traffic, and I can turn that into a profit, if I can have my return on my investment 100%, if I can get a click for 60 cents and make $1.20, okay, that's the idea, folks. Okay, now, when I found that, right, let's say I find a site that will allow me to do that based on my estimated numbers, and I test it, and that's the case. You know what? I just found myself a well of fresh water I can drink out of. Okay, and there are sites. I'm going to show you. Let's see if we can find this together. There are sites that will allow you to do that. Okay, where you can tap into millions of impressions and get your clicks for as low as 60, 70 cents per click. Okay, but in this example, this would be I would definitely try to negotiate it down to 200 because I'm a direct marketer. I'm a direct response type guy, right? I'm not there to just get myself brand awareness. I don't need that. I need ROI. So I would come back to this guy and I'd say, hey, look, you're asking $400 for 100,000 impressions. If I can get it down to 200, okay? Because at $400, that would be, oops, I'll get 500 clicks on average, approximately. Now that might be more. Maybe my CTR is 0.75 or something. I'm just keeping it on the low end. 500 clicks that I would get estimated, right? Divided by $400, that would be actually $400 divided by 500 clicks. Okay, that would be 80 cents per click. Now, that's on the borderline, okay? 80 cents per click. If I can get this down to 200, right, which there is a good possibility I might, okay? Divided by 500 clicks, estimated. Okay, I hope you guys are with me. That will give me 40-cent clicks, okay? Now, if I can get a click for 40 cents, if I can get 500 clicks, okay? If I can spend $200, okay? Let's say I get 500 clicks. And I get 2% conversions, right? 2% conversions on my product, and let's say my product sells for whatever. Let's say it's $50, okay? Equals. And I'm just thinking out loud here, okay? So 500. And before I run a number, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people just throw in money blindly. They never estimate, 500 times 0.2%. That would be 10 sales times $50. That would be $500. Okay. See, if I just run these numbers like this, okay, and if I sell a product that pays me commissions for $50, and again, there's, you gotta know your numbers. Now, there are some, obviously, when you're promoting, like for example, I am, I'm with Empower Network, and every sign up for me personally is worth, even though it's only $25 in the front end, every sign up, the lifetime value for that sign up is worth $164 or $67 for me. Okay, so obviously, this would be a steal. I would do it all day long. Okay, you just it depends what you promote, right, and how much money you make. Again, I'm just breaking this down for you guys so that it makes sense. So you understand how I break my numbers down. Okay, but let's say if all you made there was no back end sales or nothing. Okay, no upsells.
There was no back-end sales or nothing. Okay, no upsells.
You'd make $500. Okay. Now, if I can spend 200 to make 500, I would do it all day long. If I can make this work. Now, maybe promoting something that pays out $100. Maybe there's a back end, and maybe your lifetime customer value is $500 or $300. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe you are promoting maybe you're promoting a CPA offer that nobody needs to buy anything. And maybe your conversion, out of those people, maybe you're getting a 15%, right? 15% conversion on that. Does that make sense? So you just gotta play with numbers before you actually buy. Okay, but as far as inventory, folks, there is virtually unlimited. Okay, we can go to let's go to buy sell. We can go to business and finance here, for example. Okay, check this out. 285,000 monthly impressions. Work awesome. 225,000 monthly impressions. I actually wonder what that is. Okay, 210,000 impressions estimated. $6 per 1,000. That's a little high. Okay, that's a little high. I want to keep it down to about $2. So again, I would actually negotiate it. Now check this out. This will give me 210,000 impressions. Okay, for $240 straight up for 30 days. Okay, 30 days. And this is a 300 by 200 banner. Okay, so this is something I might test. Okay. But buy-sell ads is one of the intermediate networks. Okay, another one, like I said, is
intermediate networks. Okay, another one.
Let's see. Let me go back here. I'll show you guys a couple. We'll just pick some. whatever, Exaclick. Okay, let me show you the Exaclick.
Whatever. Exaclick. Okay, let me show you the Exaclick.
Accounts with that. Okay, Exaclick.
Accounts with that. Okay, Exaclick.
We'll go to campaign. Here's how easy and here's how simple it is to run it, to place an ad. I'm actually gonna show you how to actually show. These folks here, they have, I believe, 3 billion.
These folks here, they have, I believe,
3.2 billion impressions every single day. Okay, guys, 3.2 billion impressions every single day. Now, here is how I would set up a campaign on Exaclick, and it's actually very similar with everything else that's out there. Okay. Campaign name. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna do this. Let's do this together because next hangout we can. Next hangout. We can come back and I can actually show you the results together. We can actually do this together. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna log into my ClickBank account and go to Marketplace. Is this stuff? You guys with me so far?
Is this stuff? You guys with me so far?
Okay, impressions. People are asking what impression is. Impression is when somebody sees your ad. When somebody goes to that site and your banner is displayed. Okay, it's called an impression. When somebody opened the website, they went to that website, they loaded up, and your banner displayed for them. Okay, it's considered an impression. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up a campaign together. I'm just gonna go to ClickBank here, and go to Marketplace, and we'll just pick an offer, and I can't type and talk at the same time. Hold on. We'll pick an offer, and I'm gonna run an offer. We'll do it together. And then next time, I'm gonna show you how it did and what it did. Now I may need to optimize it after the hangout and stuff, as far as sending it to, creating a landing page for it, because every offer I promote, I always send traffic to my landing page. Okay? I usually never send traffic to the directly to the offer. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys how simple this thing really is. Okay? I'm going to share my screen with you. Share screen. This is really simple. Okay? Go to ClickBank Marketplace. I'll just pick product. Now it doesn't have to be ClickBank, folks. I just want to show you something. All right, something. Now Exaclick, this is more of an entertainment site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something that would be mass appeal. Okay, a product that would be of a mass appeal product. Let me check out. Health. So there's a lot of health and fitness stuff. We're gonna talk about selecting product and what I'm looking for and stuff like that, guys. Venus Factor. What the heck is this?
Hello. The following presentation does.
Okay, so it looks like it's for women. Okay, just a video sales letter. Fat loss, and this product has been on here forever. Fat loss. I'm just gonna pick this. I'm just gonna pick this product right here. Fat loss factor. Okay. So it's gonna pay me $40. Now you guys can promote this with any. You can apply this to anything else. Okay. Just for the fun of it, I wanna create a link. I'm gonna promote this. Okay. Here's my link. Nice. I'm gonna come back here. I'm going to name this campaign Fat Loss Factor. Alright, I'm gonna promote on web, traffic type. I'm gonna say category will be in entertainment. They also do looks like adult stuff, which I'm not into that. So I'm just gonna keep it to entertainment. Add format. Okay, tip number 2, tip number whatever the number is. Alright guys, check this out. Stick with 300 by 250 banner sizes, if you can. Alright? 300 by 250 is the banner size I'm gonna test first. I'm not gonna test that much of it. A lot of people are just uploading all kinds of banners, and they're just kind of going blindly with this thing. I want to stick with one banner and see how that's going to perform. Okay? And if it performs good, then I'm gonna add other sizes of the same, of the same banner or similar banner. Make sense? So banner size, I'm just gonna stick with one, and I'm gonna target English-speaking countries, which is United States already here. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get let's see, Australia. Though my friends are down under. Australia. Where are you at? Right here. Okay, I'm gonna add Australia. I'm gonna add Canada. All right. Canada. I'm going to add United Kingdom. Okay, UK. Right here. So I'm just going to target English-speaking countries. Now, there's no point of me targeting, Uzbekistan. Those folks probably don't speak English anyway. So I'll be wasting my impressions. Okay. Now check this out. This particular selection, okay, is going to give me 1.5 million daily impressions. This is what I'm tapping into right here. Okay, 1.5 million daily impressions. Okay, and my banners are going to be posted on 490 sites, 490 websites. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's go further. Let's go to configuration pricing. Okay, pricing model. I can do cost per thousand, right? CPM. Or I can do, see this particular site allows me to do cost per click. Okay? So if I have a choice between cost per thousand and cost per click, I'm going to start testing cost per click because I want to get ROI as fast as possible. Okay? Now, some of these sites will not allow you to get to price as cost per click. Okay, so a lot of these sites will just do cost per 1,000, which is fine. But if I have a choice between cost per 1,000 and cost per click, I will always go for cost per click because it's more efficient. Okay. Frequency capping, there is no capping because there is cost per click. I'm only paying for clicks. Okay. Now check this out. My CPC pricing, right? It's currently set to 1 cent per click. Now I'm gonna run this on Run on Network. Okay, so I'm gonna view Run on Network prices, and I just want to see. I want to look at the minimums. Okay, for this particular for these particular countries that I selected. So Australia, it looks like it's 10 cents. Okay, United States. Let's see. United States, I have English-speaking countries for web traffic, right? 10 cents. So what I'm gonna do is, see, I can also target iPhones. I can target, all kinds of stuff, right? Which I'm not gonna get. I will not get into that stuff on this particular training. We might cover that later on. But it looks like 10 cents would be the minimum for me that's recommended. Okay, guess what I'm going to do here? Instead of 1 cent here, I'm going to change it to 10 cents. Alright? 10 cents per click. If anybody of you guys remember when it used to be that we could advertise on Google for 13 and 15 and 20 cents per click. People made a killing on that stuff, right? Here's back again. I mean, I'm tapping into 1.5 million impressions daily, all right? And I'm only going to pay 10 cents per click. Now, my daily maximum budget, of course, I'm not going to spend 10,000. Actually, I'm going to keep it very conservative. I'm going to say $50 per day. Ad group, I'll just leave it, no group. Ad group, let's say if I wanted to promote, health and wellness products, and then there's maybe, marketing products, and maybe there's some CPA stuff, I would group them together, okay? Site targeting, I can do, now look at the difference, okay? 1.5 million impressions, 490 sites, okay? When we select Run on Network, okay? When I change it to premium, and I can actually select specific networks, then obviously, depending on which sites I want to promote, and I can check out the sites and stuff like that, then my impressions are going to change based on what sites I select. What I'm going to do is, guess what? Because I'm doing cost per click, right? I'm going to do run of networks. Okay? I'm just going to select this RON, and I'm going to tap into the 1.5 million impressions. Okay? Then I click on step 4 here, marketing material, and I need to just get myself a banner to load and a URL where to send traffic to. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my ClickBank, right, where this offer is at. And again, whatever it is that you're promoting, let's say if you're promoting your own product, or maybe you're promoting, maybe it's a power network, maybe it's some kind of other company, maybe it's whatever it is that you're promoting, right? What you can do is you can just go to a place like, $20banner.com, okay? $20banners.com. And you can get yourself banners created, okay? $25, $24, they got different packages, okay? It's really not expensive. For this demonstration purpose, because I just want to see what this fat loss factor is going to do for me, I'm just going to see if they have some banners here, alright? Weight loss factor affiliates. So let me get to their affiliate site and see if I can download some banners. Affiliate. Okay, marketing tools, banners. Okay, a lot of times these guys will give me, see, I already got all kinds of banners here. Okay, for this fat loss one. I like these. They're too generic, they're too cliche, they're too standard. I'm gonna take this cartoon just to see how it's gonna work. Okay. Now the size of the banner that I took was what? It was 300 by 250. Okay, 300 by 250. And I think that this is 300 by 250 right here. I'm gonna save image as, save it to my desktop. Okay, I'm gonna take this image, and I'm also going to take another one, just so I can split test them. Let's see if there's one. See, they are just too standard. I don't like it. It's like it's gonna fall into the banner blindness for me. I don't want to do that. I want to get something that's a little bit more. That's a little different. Okay, so we got the cartoon. Another one here. 300 by 250. Let's see if we can get another one. 300 by 250. 300 by 250. Well, let me just take this one. I think this is 300 by 250 also. Save this as well. Okay. Come back over here. I'm gonna upload my banners that I just saved. Alright. I'm gonna enter my URL, which is my affiliate URL. But see, what I would do, folks, is I'm gonna optimize this. I'm gonna show you what I did, because I don't want to take the time right now. But here's what I'm gonna do. Okay? I'm going to create a landing page for this offer. Okay, I'm gonna create a landing page for this offer. For those of you guys who have access to High Traffic Academy, you guys have Easy Landing Page Pro. Those guys who are Big Idea Mastermind, you have Easy Landing Page Pro 2 that you can just get those created. It's already available to you. Okay, or you can just create a landing page using whatever other landing page creators that you want out. Okay, but I want to send traffic to the landing page. I want to capture those leads, and then I want to redirect them to this affiliate link right over here. Okay, and also what I would do is I would actually take that landing page and I would forward it onto the tracking link so that I can track my clicks. Okay, because I don't have the time to do that now. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm just gonna put these up and then come back and tell you guys how that works. Okay, I'm gonna upload another banner here. Okay, I might need to come back and upload it later, because it's already there and it might not take it. I may need to come back to this. Okay. Advanced settings. This is retargeting. I'm not going to retarget it for now. I mean, I can later, but I just want to, I just want to see how it's going to be. Okay, so basically, I just want to tap into 1.5 million impressions. I'm going to say my campaign, and that's it. It's pending approval, folks. It's going to take like, a day or a couple of days for them to approve me, and then once it's approved, I'm going to come back. I'm going to add another banner so I can split test the banners. Okay, and that's it. All right, I'm going to check my stats. And see how it did. Now next time I'm going to show you guys how this particular offer did. But this is basically, I wanted to show you how simple it is to set up a campaign on these intermediate networks. Okay, very, very, very simple, as you saw that. Okay, that was the point. Now there's a couple of things I'm going to do. Again, I'm going to put a tracking link in here. I'm going to create a landing page and just change the URL where the banner is going when it's clicked. Okay, but that's pretty much it. Okay. Let's come back. So we still have quite a few things to cover. So that's the intermediate buy example. And again, these are some of the networks. Actually, WEM network is pretty awesome. Exoclick is pretty awesome. All these actually are cool networks. You guys can check them out if you want. Okay. All right. Big network buys. Okay. Gotta tell you a couple things about it, folks. You buy basically what you do here, and this is where a lot of people start, and that's a big mistake. Okay, you don't want to go to big networks right away. Okay, I'm going to tell you why in a minute. And I'm going to actually give you a blueprint, a formula for you to follow. All right, so you can scale this up. Now, but the idea here is basically you buy banner space across thousands of different websites. Okay, thousands. This is, I mean, the potential for scaling here is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, it's incredible. This is where you take your stuff and you can just, I mean, once it's working on a lower level for you, with direct buys and intermediate buys, let's say if I ran that ad and it worked for me and I turned positive ROI. You know what? I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go to the big network. I'm going to say, hey, let's, set me up on a 30-day net, right? So I don't have to pay you for 30 days. I'm going to get a bunch of visitors to that site, right? Provided they convert it for me on a small test. And this is how you go from literally, making $500 to, 20,000, in like a couple of days. I mean, it's really that simple, okay? The potential for scaling is absolutely incredible. Now, it can be dangerous if you don't know your numbers. We're going to talk about that in a minute, okay? Basically, you get positive ROI from your direct buys and intermediate buys, and then you scale big through network buys, okay? Here's some couple pieces of advice I'm going to give you, free of charge. All right, you typically, when doing a big network buy, all right, you typically need to sign a contract, an agreement. It's called the insertion order. And one thing that I highly recommend if you're going to go this route is make sure, you guys are taking notes, this is a good thing to write down. When you are buying ads from big networks, okay, big networks, and when you have to sign a contract with them, right? Let's say, they say, okay, your insertion order is we're going to deliver 1 million or 5 million impressions for you over the next 30 days or whatever, right? Well, that's your contract, okay? Make sure, and this is highly recommended. Some of them will not allow you to do this, but I suggest that you have an out clause written in the contract, basically meaning that you can back out. Okay, you can back out from your contract at any time you want. Okay, if